Mechanics Garage coming at you. Today we got a 2012 Nissan Rogue that is throwing up a service engine light. So let's go ahead and turn it on so you can see. Let's get our foot in here. See, we got a service engine light on. And we got a maintenance light on too. Not sure what that one's for. So we're gonna try to see if we can figure out what's going on with this. So let's turn our car off. Got our OBD2 reader plugged in here. And let's turn our key. See what we get here. Alright, got a PO420 catalyst system bank 1. Typically that means that your bank 1 oxygen sensor is probably bad. Bank 1 is the sensor they call the upstream, which is also the one that's before your catalytic converter. So we're gonna see if we can take a look at that. So this Rogue has got the, I think it's a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder in here. So on here, here's your catalytic converter coming off your manifold. And you see there's one O2 sensor here, and that's one down there. So this is your bank 1, not your bank 2. So that's upstream because it's up above your catalytic converter. So we're gonna go ahead and service this, unplug it, and unscrew our O2 sensor from right here. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and change this O2 sensor. So first thing you want to do is unplug it, and you just push down this tab and pull this plug out. You might not be able to do it with one hand. There you go. Now, to get this oxygen sensor out of here, you'll need one of these oxygen sensor sockets, but I put this one on here just to see. As you can see, if we put this thing down in here, the reason why it has this notch is so it goes over the wire. So we're gonna fish this down in here. As you can see, it's on there, but there's not a lot of room to twist it. So one of the things I would suggest is, if you look at this, it's got two sizes on here, 7/8 and 22 millimeters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a 22 millimeter socket. And the first thing we're going to do, because this sensor is coming off, is we're going to snip this wire right here because it's already disconnected. We aren't going to need it because we have a new wire with our new O2 sensor. And that will allow us to put the socket right over the back of this bad boy. And it's a long socket, so it should fit right over all of this here. So we're gonna go ahead and snip this wire and get this out the way. All right, as you see, we went ahead and just snipped that wire off. We're gonna move this plug out of our way because this is trash. So now we're gonna take our socket. And you see now we got plenty of room. We can put our ratchet in here or our breaker bar and go ahead and unscrew this. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, we got our O2 sensor out. And you can see this is the old one. Here's the new one. And this thing looks pretty fouled up. They're not supposed to look like that. And it's bad boy's burnt. So one other thing you want to do before you install your new O2 sensor, this one fortunately came with some copper anti-seize. This is the stuff, I really love that. But make sure you put a little anti-seize on those threads. You don't need a whole lot. That's why they give you like a little bitty tube. Squeeze a little out on your threads, or put on your finger and rub it around those threads before you go ahead and reinstall this new O2 sensor. All right, you can see we put some of that anti-seize here on our threads. So now we're gonna reach this bad boy back down in here. Find your hole. There we go. I'm gonna screw this bad boy back in here. We'll get it started by hand, and then we'll snug it down with our O2 sensor socket. All right, guys, new plug is in. Or shall I say guys and girls? So now we just have to put our plug back in. Let's see which way does this bad boy go. Just like so. All right. And in case you're wondering which O2 sensor we used, oh, also put this back in this little slot here so your wire doesn't get destroyed. That in that clip. So we're a big fan of AutoZone. We use the NTK 25685. They say, according to the system, that this one is, it can be used for the upstream or the downstream. It's available to use for both. So, yeah, so like I said, here's the old one. Looks like a piece of crap. So now we're gonna go ahead and put our reader back in, clear out our codes, and fire our car up, let it run for a bit, and see if we still got that same service engine or maintenance light on. All right, guys, we've gone ahead and ran our check, started the vehicle back up, and as you see, our service engine light is gone. They still have a maintenance light on here, but it looked like it was saying it's tire maintenance, so I'm assuming that's what it's for. Maybe it's one of their TPS sensors that's having some issues. But other than that, I think we're all set. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, contact the customer, let them come pick their vehicle up, and we're all done. So for more tips and tricks, follow us on Instagram at The Mechanics Garage. Like and subscribe. Hit us up if you got any questions or comments. Peace.